Hi guys, this is Sarita. So today we are going to be starting with the relative XPath. So we have discussed about the types of locators. In types of locators, the another type of locator is the relative XPath, which is mostly we are using our real time environment. So in real time, most of times we are going to be using the relative XPath. Why? Because our application will not be stable applications. It is under the development application. So whenever you are writing the application, it should be it is going to be a relative path, means with the current position of that particular element I'm going to be writing that XPath. So we have seen the different types of relative XPath. I can use the conditions like contains I can use, and or I can start with, I can give the text element, I can give the index also, I can provide the index also, and I can use the following and sibling. I can use the ancestors, and I can use child element, and I can use parent element, parent of element, following sibling. We can use the self also. First thing, we will see one program related to all these XPaths. So in the last class, we have started with the Facebook application. So in the Facebook applications, I have taken different types of locators. So here I have taken the name, basically create another application, another program to automate the Facebook applications with using with the relative XPath. So I'm copying these three lines. So here I have to initialize the web driver, driver, and I'm setting the Chrome path. Then I need to get URL driver dot get URL. So I want the which URL I want for Facebook. I want this URL from the create. So I want this URL. So just I will open this URL here. So I have opened this URL. So I want to automate this application. First thing, I want to get the title of that page. Driver dot get title. If you want to get the title, you can print the title. System.out.println. Just I'm getting the title. Then what I need, I want to use the relative XPaths. So previously we have used by name, we have used for first name, we have get the by dot name I have taken. Now what I want to take, by dot driver dot find element by dot XPath I want to take. So what is that path I have to have to write. So how I am going to write the XPath? Just right click on here, inspect this element. Once you have inspect this elements, you are getting you're focusing here, control F. If you select this one, so it is showing this one. So I want to write the XPath with the name. So what is the syntax for it? A tag name. So tag name is input, then square brackets at the name, attribute name equals to this one. And next I want to inspect first name. So I have taken this. So I will copy this XPath I am going to be pasting this XPath dot send key. In send keys, I'm going to be passing the name as a Sarita. Next one, driver dot find element by dot XPath. So I want to write the XPath with the condition. So how I am going to write this XPath by condition? One minute. Okay, leave. I want to write first name. For surname, I want to write it. This is the last name. So I want to write XPath in a such a way. It is also tag name input at the rate name contains. I want to write it contains at the rate name comma. So you can give anything. Single letter last. Want to give only last name. So it is showing 1 of 1. So this XPath is correct. I am copying this XPath. Dot send this. I'm going to writing my surname. Next one, I want to select a date. So I want to select this date means what I want to do. This okay. I want to select this date. So basically how we are going to be selecting for the date. So if we want to select the date, what we need to do? We have to use the select method. So web element, I'm going to be storing this one in the web element. Date. Date. River dot find element by dot XPath. I want to select the XPath. So XPath, how I want to select the XPath? Okay. So this XPath I want to select. So ID, I want to use ID. So select. If you want to use contain also, you can use contain. Select at the rate ID equals to day. So it is showing me 1. So I am selecting this one. This one dot, sorry. Then what I have to write? I have taken it as a web element. Then what I have to do? I have to use select SEL equals to new select new select of this date. new select of this date. So then what I want to do, select dot select by visible text. I can use anything, select by index or select by visible text. uh, Select by, I want to use as of now, first one I want to select by index. I want to select the index as a 3. Next one, what I'm having, month I need to select. So to select the month, I need to select the ID or title. I can take it, or else I want to write the following with the following, with double slash following select of at the rate ID equals to month. So it is selecting the month. So what I want to do, I am going to be copying these 3 steps. First I will write the XPath. I will show you the another shortcut way for this one also. Minute. So I'm having 3 ones now. 1, 2 times I'm copying. For this one for month, this one for year, I'm doing this one. So what is the XPath here? I'm having so what is the XPath here? I'm having, I'm copying this XPath. Control X, pasting here. So I need to write the XPath for the year also. For year, for month, for year. I want to write for the year also. So how I am going to select for this one? I can write XPath with the name. The name equals to year. So it is showing me 1. Control V. So I want to change this one in the 3 ways. Select by visible text I have selected. Select by value. So what is the value here I'm having? For this one, sorry, for this one, value will be the 4. See here what it is doing. Select by visible value is a string type. So you have to pass the value as a 4 as a string type. Next one, select by visible text. So visible text, I want to select 2002. 22 I want to select this one. So I have selected this 2022. Next one, what I want to do, I want to click on this female. So I want to take this one as a text element. Label @ text equals to control V female. So it is selecting this one. Or else I want to select only this radio button. I want to click on this only radio button. Next one, following input. Just I'm writing input means it is showing, it is clicking on this one. So I can write the XPath like this also. I don't want to click on total that part. I want to click on only driver.find element by.xpath. So I'm clicking on this element dot click dot click. So it is going to be clicking on that particular element. Next one, what I want to do, I want to enter the phone number. So for the phone number, I'm having name, class name, aerial name. So I will take this one. Input @name equals to this one. So it is showing me 1, but I want to use with the contains. Contains, I want to use it. Comma. I don't want to use this hyphen. So here it is showing me the 2 elements. So I want to select the first element. So what I can do it, I can use index. So sorry. So index of 1 I have used. Driver.find element by.xpath. I'm giving this one with index. I want to click on this one to enter a phone number. No, sorry. Dot send key. I want to enter. Next one, what I want to do, I want to set new password. So for new password, I want to data type password type equals to password ID I'm having. I will take the ID. Input @ID equals to, so it is showing me 1. I need to enter password. So password I'm entering sorry @ 123. So I have entered this one. I want to click on this sign in button. So this sign in button having the name as a web. So button type equals to button, we having the tag name as a button, at the rate name equals to submit one. So it is showing one. So we don't have any problem. So if we will face some issue, let's see what issues we are going to be facing. First we will run this one. Later so I'm going to be saving this one and running this one. So it was entered. Date, it's look, you have entered the wrong date. So it was entered password. Whether it has run successfully or not, we will check it. I have not used the close button. Let's go to this part. Title, I got it. So it is not clicking on this button. Why it is not clicking on this button? Just here, why? Because here the validation has been failed. So we will use driver dot close here. Okay, I will run in the debug mode. So index here we have to validation. That you have taken. Let's see. I will run in the debug mode with the name, whether it is running correctly or not. To validate it, I'm running it in the debug mode. First it got the title, then it has to enter the name. It has entered the name. Next it has entered the surname. It has entered the day. I have taken the index as 30. So 30 is 31 date. So it is working fine. So month I have taken as a 4, means April it has taken. A year I have taken 2000. It has select the female. It has select the, it has entered this one. It has to click on submit button. So it has clicked on the submit button. Selected date is not valid. Why? Because we have to create the account. It has to select 2012. Already if the account is exists, that's why it is not selecting. Okay, leave this one. So it is a not valid. So my test case has been completed. It has closed successfully. So whatever the XPath I have taken, it is closing successfully. So here what we have did means we have taken the different types of XPath. We have taken the following XPath, we have taken the index XPath, we have we have not taken the preceding XPath. We can take the preceding XPath also. So here what we have did means we have taken the different XPaths. So in I can take the XPath in such a way, parent XPath. With the parent and child also I can take the XPath. So for this one only, I am going to be writing the XPath for 4. I want to make it as a parent. Parent mostly we are not going to be using. It is not getting the parent one 4 with the so I got this one parent of select. So I will use this XPath for this one. So I'm just pasting this one here. So this will work or not, we will say it. So the parent element I have taken. So it has executed successfully. If I have taken the parent elements also, it has executed successfully. Suppose if I want to take the child element, I can take the child element also. Child, child element. For which one have to take child? Female I will take. Of input. So I have taken the child of input. So you can write the XPath like this. There is no rule that you have to follow only with I have to write the XPath with a child or I have to write the XPath with a parent. There is a no rule. So whatever the format you are going to be following, you can use that one. Ancestors, we can use it. So in Selenium, uh, uh, we are going to be calling this as a access locators. So in basically in the fourth version, in the 4 point version, we are going to having different access versions. So if you see the locators, we are having the different types of locators. Just we can create the locators. Just I will show the Selenium. So we having the different Selenium. So we having the different types of locators in the latest version also, where we having the ancestors preceding. You can use any of this one. So in the upgrade version, in the Selenium upgrade versions, locators what we have in the official website also you can see about the locators. So this is the official website. I have I went, so you can see that in the relative XPath we having following elements you can use by all locators. You can give the locators just passing the parameter. Just here I have find driver dot locator, so here you can pass it as a driver dot. So this one we are not going to be implementing. So left off, we having left off id, so tag name button to left off id I'm having, so you can use this one. So I will explain the latest version in the another section. So this is the traditional locators which we are going to be using in the real time. Mostly these all are the traditional locators which we are going to be using. And we having the another type of locator is the CSS selector. So CSS selectors, I am saying that it is similar like XPaths only. So there is a there is a little different while writing the locators. So here I want to write the CSS locator. Here I want to write the CSS locator for this name. For this one, I want to write CSS locator. Just dot find element by dot CSS selector. So whatever the name I want to give, I'm going to be giving the name as a hash. I can pass it as an hash. Um, Basically, here I can pass it as an input. Basically, I am using double slash for the this one. So uh, here I can use this one CSS selector tag name. What is the tag name for the CSS selector is for CSS selector. The tag name syntax for this CSS selector is uh, tag name with attribute equals to in single quotation, so attribute value. So here what I want to do, basically I'm giving the attribute. Next one, attribute name. So I want to give name as a name in single quotations. I want to give as a first name. Dot send key. I want to give the name. So this one I will comment. So I have given CSS selectors like this. If I want to give the hyper reference also, I can give the hyper reference. If I want to give if I want to use the child elements, parent elements also, I can provide this one. So mostly we can using in the real time XPath. So I will run this one whether the CS selector is working fine or not. So it has write the name also. So we don't have any problem in with the CSS selector. So it has successfully executing CSS selector. Okay, we can CSS selector, or you can use the XPath, whichever is comfortable for you. You can prefer that one. So and the another way in the CSS selector, the same part I can use. First one is this one attribute value. I have used it, and second one which we are going to be providing with uh, hash locator with locator ID, whatever the ID locator or name, whatever the attribute you want to use it. Uh, sorry, that value you can use it, ID value or name value you can use it. So the same one I will change. Mm, it is the CSS selector now. First name, in square bracket, within flower bracket. Sorry. Okay, I can use like this also. Hash with uh, whatever the ID name or first name, you can use this one. You can provide whatever the type you want to use. You can provide this type, uh, and you can use the start with this one also, end with you can use, and uh, descending, ascending, with the child elements, the same whatever you are going to be using, you can use with this CSS selector also. So these all are the XPath which we are going to be using in our real time. So use any of this uh, element and you can able to work on the application. Okay, this is all about the experts. So you here we have seen different types of expert, self expert also we can see. We have not seen the self expert na. Let's see the self expert. So I have taken self of label, so I can prefer, I want to give the self of label, so I can use this one. We have seen the parent child element, we have seen, uh, and this seeding. So descent, selecting the descent of the current node and showing the below screen. So it containing any different screen, I can show you with this one. This one. Deciding of this one does not contain it. This is another reference, so it will not. We will not get this expert. So from this page, I need to get. So this one we are not able to find. So dissident, we don't have anything here in this application. I will show in the another application whenever we are working with other applications. I can show you at that point. So here mostly we are going to be working on the if I want to create different types of experts, I can create the different types of experts. There is no rule that we have to use only this type of experts. You can use which one is comfortable for you. You can use that one. So mainly if you want to use the CSS selector, you can use the CS selectors. If you want to use the experts, you can use the experts. So this is all about the experts. Thank you.